I've been able to make it. He's going. He's got it. And George Gulas is in the match again. He's been waiting, and now he pours it on both men. There's one. Look out, Sir Clement. Maine goes down. He's going after Fulton now. At first, they go together. Boy, down like two mighty big oak trees. And George Gulas has pretty well put things in control, under his control, as he has come in the ring on that tag from Rufus R. Jones. Fulton and Maine both had to give way to George Gulas. Now it's one-on-one. Bobby Maine standing up to George, asking him to hold on a minute. He wants to have a moment. He wants to apparently shake hands and say that everything will be on the up and up from here on. I don't believe George will go for that one, however. Holding him now, Rufus Jones with those big arms around him, and George Gulas getting in some good punches. Rufus Jones getting in a couple over there for himself, too. This has been a tremendous tag battle. All been a seesaw battle most of the way. We must be well into, close to 15 minutes already. The 10-minute time signal was given quite some time ago. George Gulas in a bit of trouble now. Bobby Maine working on him. Rufus Jones is coming in the ring. He has one foot in, all the way in now. The referee yells at him and sends him back out. And now George Gulas switches around and he puts his opponent on the floor. Charlie Fulton coming in on the tag. George is ready for him. Fulton backing away. That's bad. Bobby Maine reaches around, caught George with his back to him, and slapped the right into his stomach. And that gave Charlie Fulton the advantage, and he's using it now. Rufus Jones is in there, and he's going, no, the referee's not going to let him take over. He's not going to let him stay and help his partner in any way. And both Maine and Fulton now are double-teaming George Gulas. The referee counting to make them break it up, and it is Fulton who stays in the ring, and George Gulas rolled him across the ring, but look out. Fulton reaches out, rather Maine reaches out, gets a handful of his trunks and pulls him, gets the range on both of them. Swinging that big right haymaker, and now the tag to Rufus Jones. Head on, like two runaway steam engines. Big Rufus R. Jones, 275 pounds, trying to wrap it up here if he can. Sir Clement on the defensive, and that's what he is, and look out! Bobby Maine with a bombs away from the top rope, couldn't do it. 1, 2, 3, that's it! The winners, George Gulas and Rufus R. Jones. In a no-time limit, no disqualification match, they have defeated Bobby Maine and Charlie Fulton, but Sir Clement is in there with his umbrella. Out on the floor goes Rufus R. Jones, and they're going to work George Gulas over. Sir Clement jabbing at him with that umbrella, as I believe that's Charlie Fulton holding. I can't see, with that blonde hair all over his face, I can't see too much of him. The other man is out on the floor with Jones. Yes, that's Bobby Maine in the ring. Now Fulton's back in there, and they have Jones bleeding. I can see some blood on the head of Rufus R. Jones, on his face. Sir Clement working on George Gulas.
You come over here a minute, Jimmy. Can you work your way over here? George Gulas making his way over. George, Jimmy, congratulations. Jimmy, congratulations.
Where's Gilbert at? How's Tommy?
Why, when a man stoops so low with 3-on-1, then when I get in there to help him, risk my clothes to bits. Why?
Listen, I got an answer. We want another chance with these fellas. Crazy Luke Graham and Don Duffy. If you want to fight, baby, you can get it. If you'll get them back out here right now, I guarantee we'll finish this thing right here and now tonight. I want another chance with this Duffy and Graham. I don't care who's my partner. It doesn't hurt Tommy Gilbert over there, and he's laying over there half dead, probably. This is not wrestling. I want a partner. I don't care who it is, and just get me a match with him somewhere.
Nick, come in here a minute, please, Nick. They're wanting these men back, Nick, but the match is over, officially over.
It's officially over. I can't do anything about it tonight. Yeah, but I can't stand to see a man be tortured by two guys. Then they throw my other partner out. I sent Jerry Barber in to try to help, and they got rid of him. And I didn't tell George. He came out of a clear sky, George. I want to thank you for going in.
Nick, I know you were real upset about George. I saw you at ringside there, but he did a fine job, so don't worry. Calm down. He'll be all right.
That's right, George. I want to get a match with these guys somewhere, somehow. I don't know when, but I'm going to get another chance at him, and we're going to finish this with a score, I guarantee you.
And I tell you, I'd be glad to be his partner. That's the best I can tell you.
Jimmy, all I can say is talk to Nick later on, and maybe you can work something out with him, but you did do a fine job.
We're going to work out something. We're going to finish this.
We're going to work something out now, not next week.
George, it's a little too late right now, so thanks a lot for the help anyway. Ladies and gentlemen.
We'll pick up the action again in a few moments. George Gulas using the elbow on Rocket Monroe. He's got him back in the corner. He's been pounding away at the head. He'd climbed the ropes and was pounding at him, hurls him into the turnbuckles in the neutral corner of the ring. Outside the ring, Rocket Monroe's head bleeding, cut open by one of those blows or the boot from Dennis Hall. I believe it was from those blows from George Gulas. However, he's bleeding profusely, staggering around, having difficulty seeing, blood streaming down from his forehead into his eyes, down his nose. On the ropes he goes and comes off as George Gulas plants a big one in the midsection. Gulas on him for 1, 2. Randy Tyler came in to interfere. Dennis Hall prevented it. Rocket Monroe came out from under, but Gulas has got him. Gulas had him in the Boston Crab. Randy Tyler used some weapon, wrapped it around his fist, hit Gulas in the back of the head. Rocket Monroe covered him for the count of 1, 2, 3. Gulas has not moved yet. He's down and out. Rocket Monroe and Randy Tyler getting their heads lifted in victory. Randy Tyler used some object on George Gulas, knocked him senseless, and Rocket Monroe covered him. Gulas had the Boston Crab on Rocket Monroe. Monroe bleeding profusely, being helped from the ring by his partner Randy Tyler, but in the ring, George Gulas has not moved yet. Dennis Hall complaining to the referee about some weapon being used. Trying to lift Gulas now, trying to drag him to the apron. George Gulas out cold. He had the Boston Crab on Rocket Monroe, had him down for the count. But Randy Tyler came in and interfered. He used some weapon on the head of George Gulas. He has not moved yet under his own power. Dennis Hall and Jerry Vinson helping him from the ring, but he seems totally helpless at the moment. Here comes help from the dressing room. 2 of the referees coming. They're bodily carrying him from the ring. Dennis Hall coming by. Dennis, what was it he did?
I don't know. He hit him with something. I've got to get back with him. He hit him in some of the head.
Okay, Dennis.
Mr. Suzuki, combination judo chops to the midsection and throat decks George Gulas right in front of us. 1, 2. George Gulas, a popular young star here from here in Nashville, able to kick out of that one. Referee Tally Sloan watching this one ever so closely, as it means $200 to Mr. Suzuki should he lose it. George Gulas sends him into those turnbuckles, and that one moved the ring a little bit. Some kind of match. And again, Suzuki sent into those turnbuckles. George Gulas has him trapped in that corner where they're going to work on the young guy. Suzuki going to his tights, the referee knocked away. Suzuki using some salt. George Gulas blinded by salt. Suzuki with the cover. Referee slowing the stage. 2, 3. That'll do it. Mr. Suzuki pulls soft from his tights, threw it into the eyes of George Gulas. A dazed George Gulas went all over ringside as what a turn of events. A turn of events. Unbelievable here. At ringside, George Gulas, having salt thrown in his eyes, is blinded by it, enabling Mr. Suzuki to take a win here at the fairgrounds in this match for $200. George Gulas here in front of us, blinded by the use of assault from Mr. Suzuki. As I mentioned, some kind of match and a strange turn of events, as George just about had him beaten. Suzuki pulls soft from his tights. Right here in front of us, George Gulas, still blinded and unable to move around. George Gulas out of the crowd, blinded by that salt. Again, Mr. Suzuki wins it by the use of the salt. Right here in front of us, a down George Gulas. Some kind of tactic by the little guy from Japan, Mr. Suzuki.